Yeah, hello everyone. Day 93 here at Industrial Fabrication Company. Another end of a good week. Yeah, it was a lot of improvement time today. We got a lot bidding out. We're just waiting for approval on a lot of jobs, but we were able to spend that time working on improvements and also prepping and coming up with ideas on how we're going to do the benders better in the future. But I'd say the big thing, I've alluded to it a bit, but we got everything working for the saw. There were some wiring things that had come undone, got those fixed and tightened up and checked to make sure we're not going to have problems again. But now we have saw jaws on both sides, and we have lift rollers. And I can kind of I can throw up a before photo of what it was before. Before didn't have the lift rollers, only had a jaw on one side. And that limited, we have our rollers here a little bit lower than the table surface, and so with heavy stuff you have to lift it up. It was always a little janky, not the safest thing to do, and also we were limited on only cutting from the left hand side, where there's times when it's actually better to do the right hand side. The big one being, if we have, say, a 20 footer and we need to cut a 10-foot section and then an 8-foot section, but we don't want to use the mill and edges. We want more square cuts. If we wanted to cut that side, we needed to run it out and flip it around and then run it in, so we could clamp it and cut it. Now we'll just run it through and clamp it with the other side, which is a big improvement there, and much easier for the team. And yeah, now I'll kind of cut to a video showing kind of how the lift rollers work in conjunction with the vise. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, so now with both vices here, if we go and we close the right vise, you're gonna see that the roller drops, and when we open it, it rolls up, and that just makes it a lot easier to roll something in and out. And it's a great operation, and it wired up smoothly. You can barely tell we added anything new in there. That we're really excited about. Yeah, and beyond that, also spend some time going over all the projects. What went well, what didn't. I think over the last few projects we've done, completed over the last few weeks, we've done really well. Being good on hours, good on material. So that's been great. A few learning things on how we need to leave tools and lead. Knowing what needs to be prepped and communication and whatnot, but fewer than we've had reviews in the past, so that's good. We're learning, getting better. And yeah, also had we got 2 out of our 3 broken wire feeders fixed, with a part ordered to fix the 3rd one. You got a real rack hung to hang up our towels in the kitchen. They were just kind of hanging before, as you can see in the photos. We got a slot cut in our toilet paper rack. Before you had to have a pin to undo it, and now it just slides in and out, which is great, and didn't have to spend any money on it either. Just using what we had around. And yeah, I'm sure I think there's other things that I'm forgetting as well. But it was a good week. As I said, quoted 6,000 hours, and Dan has a couple hundred more ready, and then there'll be, so probably do about 500-600 next week, which will be great. And yeah, really excited with how things are shaping up, and looking forward to more good weeks. Signing off for now.